Hello, Sim here, and we should be now live. And just finished a game with one of my subs, and we're just waiting for the loading screen to come back up for the game itself. It's thinking about it, which is a great way to start a stream. Oh, there we go, I can hear some sound effects in the background. So I've had a few games earlier this evening, and we're playing, I think it's Strike, which is basically you got to go and capture an artifact and then take it back to the, your getaway position, so to speak. For those of you who are interested, there's various controls and stuff. So at the moment, 58% on the zoom sensitivity for me works well. 36-ish% on the soldier sensitivity, around there. Obviously, I have invert on for me. I do have this in not first person, but third person mode, and I've knocked down the dead zone to about 7%. It's still a work in progress, and I'm using for starfighters the legacy, I was going to say keyboard layout, but The
First Order got wind of an artifact here in Takodana, and they're sure to do everything they can to get it. Protect the package and do not let it reach the extraction point.
So here's the artifact in the kitchen that we've got to protect. So there's various ways of flanking in, and you normally run through these doors and stuff. And I'm dead because I'm very aggressive. One of the other things I was going to say is I switched off. I'm not sure if it's on the screen, so I'm just bringing it up. I've switched off aim assist. I found it mucking up. It must be in gameplay. There you go. Aim assist is off. And I've got it in third person mode by default, just because you've got a wider field of view, because there's no field of view. And you respawn in waves, which is sort of interesting. It's sort of like Battlefield in that sense that it forces you to be in a squad and ooh. So I managed to kill the dude who had it, I think. But there you go.
Let's go. Got your back.
So it's definitely very early days for me on this game. There's times I've downloaded it for the PC as well, so hopefully I will game with that tomorrow. And you've got to be near the artifact for it to. There is no marking or anything like that, so to speak, but I think it's effectively automatic as soon as they get hit.
Armed and out.
You need to be in the vicinity of the artifact. Oh god. So I managed to kill him, but yeah. I did find I was warm. It takes a little while to warm up. It's just I don't know what it is with the dice in the Battlefield games as a whole. Although I've managed to suss it out for Battlefield 1, the controller just spongy and. Right, so the attack symbol was over there. I saw it. There it is. Little target icon. And the other day, well, I say the other day, being earlier today, I felt like I was being paired up with noobs on one match. It was not great, although, there you go. Well, and you've literally got to be by this artifact for a little while for it to like effectively spawn back to that what I'm going to nickname the kitchen. I got detonated with an explosive or something, which is annoying. I did find that and my brain's gone. Let me know in the chat room whether you can hear me okay and stuff, because I don't know. I'm assuming it's coming through loud and clearly. I believe so. I'm just gonna type. Right, and off we go. So yeah, when I was gaming this earlier, it felt a little bit sluggish here and there. And having to switch third-person mode is really okay. Cool. Cheers, Philip. Thanks very much for letting me know. I find it very challenging because I have to press the D-pad to keep switching between the left and right over the shoulder point of view. I could go straight into first-person mode. I haven't done so at the moment. I'm looking forward just to gaming on the PC tomorrow, just to see, because obviously it's going to be developed for the PC. But it feels like it stutters here and there on the Xbox at this point in time, unfortunately. See, there you go, I got him. But when doing first person mode, I felt like I'm more exposed and I'm not utilizing the game mechanics or whatever the game offers you to the best of the ability. Wookiee sorted that one out. Right. So having to suddenly Yo. Whoa, help. I don't like that sort of like spamming of red and stuff. It's going to do my head in. Right, I saw. So effectively you got automatic spotting. Oh, I must have been either it felt like an explosive the way I died, but apparently it was a gun.
We're not done yet.
And I've been sticking to like the same kind of character and the same type of gun just to try and tune in the feeling. So if I hold the button down, which is the D-pad down arrow, I've gone into first person mode. So classic for us, but now I've got to look down the side like this, so this is going to be interesting. So I can still hip fire, just testing. But right, I stopped the carrier. Wicked. But I feel a bit more exposed during a traditional first person, because that's how it feels to me personally right now. I know Star Wars Battlefront was exactly #1 was exactly the same.
The First Order has the package.
Oh, and I still get blasted away by something. Another enemy's weapon. But my aim, I think it seems to be on point.
I'm with you.
Seems on point.
By your side.
I'm doing so. I mean, you know, it takes a little while to get into the game, but I found this particular game mode Oh, gotta wait for the cooldown. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Damn. Am I all by myself? No, reinforcements, please! Whoa, that was a good job I got out of there, but was enough nearby to transport the package back. But that was a close one with that big grenade that went off there. That was, Yeah, so it's interesting playing this in first person as well. And it's nice that it gives you the option to do that, but I think at times the third person is better. But it's just the control scheme. And what I mean by the control scheme is the way that they do the controller. You know, the spongy controller and all that jazz. That's what I call it. But, you know, once you dial in the right kind of... Ooh, that gun. Rocket launcher. I got noob, man. Hi, Shay. How you doing? Hello. Yeah.
Let's go. Got your back.
So now that open beta's here, I can like get my hands on it. Because I was like, part of me was thinking, like, do I want to pre-order this? And I was like, yeah, I don't know, you know. Obviously, I got Star Wars Battlefront #1. I haven't played it too much, but I got it. And I picked up the season pass for ridiculously silly money. I see red over this way, so that's why I'm going this way. But as soon as you scope, you can't see what's going on. I'm sure the enemy's this way, and you can see like the grey. Oh, I'm being shot. I'm dead.
The package has been dropped.
Yeah. So another sub pointed me to his channel. I haven't looked at his channel recently. I know he does Battlefield. I don't know if he does Battlefront.
They're stealing the package.
But I wish there was the whoa, sort of like field of view and stuff. When I say stuff, like that you got a much more a variety of options for how you want to set up your control and sensitivities and stuff.
We're holding them off, but don't get too comfortable.
That's a bit too dangerous.
Got a present for you.
I'm dead. You know, as long as you're doing the objective, and I think, and that's the thing about this particular game. I think Battlefield as a whole, certainly back in the days of Bad Company 2 and stuff, you got rewarded for objective play. So if you're with your teammates taking out enemies, or you know you're near the objective, I know this is shocker. Oh my goodness, I keep getting done by. I don't know if it's supercharge abilities.
The package has been dropped.
I think if I get to the grips with the controller, or find the optimal settings for me, and now there's a few more of you that joined in, I'll go through my settings that I found so far. But I had to turn off aim assist. Now it seems weird, you know, it's like console, you want aim assist on, surely. But because of this, I call it the spongy Battlefield controller setup that they've got. Whoa! I can't. Oh, no. I'm dead. I had to turn the aim assist off. I just couldn't. I couldn't shoot people at a distance, and I don't know if that's because there's network issues with their servers or what. I have no idea. Don't know. So I'm probably going to try this on PC tomorrow with a keyboard and mouse, and probably suck big time. But I want to take the control out of the equation and see how it. Ooh, and we won. And see how it goes. This mode I've liked the most so far. I've had a lot more fun within this. I think it's called Strike Zone or something along those lines. So, you know, and the sub beasts away. It's fun. So I haven't played Star Wars Battlefront 1 that much, so I'm less familiar with the game mechanics. The thing I'm looking forward to more for this particular game is it's got a single player campaign. I mean, just like Titanfall 2, I mean, Titanfall 1 had no single player campaign, and therefore, you know, the ownership, the value of it, and getting invested in that universe was less. And when they brought out Star Wars Battlefront 1 and there was no campaign, I was thinking, really? There's no campaign? How can they do that? But they've got a campaign for this one, so I'm looking forward to that. Right, where is the cursor? Right, they've got some GUI bugs for sure. So where the options, controls and stuff. Let's go into the controls for a second. So I got invert on look, flight, and vehicle because I'm an inverted player, so to speak. Obviously, toggle zoom mode. Obviously, I'm used to ADSing and stuff like that, so that's there. Zoom sensitivity, I think it defaults at 50 at the moment. I put it to 58. As soon as I go to 59, it's like I go over a weird threshold value, and the controller goes all over the place, which is not good. The advanced flight I've got on so that I have a bit more control in flying. I'm not exactly great at it, but if you want to, you know, master flying, so to speak, you need to have advanced flight on. Obviously, I want to still be able to roll, so I've got that off. Starfighter missiles, I haven't touched that. That's about 36% at the moment. It was 32% earlier. The Starfighter response curve I've dialed down to 46. These vehicle and Starfighters were both 50. The dead zone again was, I think it was like 21%, so I've dialed that right down. I've got it on alternate, so basically when you press the R3, the right analog stick, you crouch and all that jazz, standard stuff. And for a Starfighter, I've got it on legacy. It seemed to be the most intuitive for me for using the control sticks. Backing out of that, video, interesting. It keeps resetting. I set it to Tritanopia, just like Battlefield 1, but it keeps losing the setting. 60% on the brightness. Gameplay, obviously you can toggle to third person or first person. Vibration off. Aim assist, I turned it off. Having played Call of Duty on the PC with no aim assist, but I mean, so it sort of like wasn't too much of a biggie. But I found having it on caused me problems on the console, but it could be a placebo. But I turned it off and they seem to do better. Audio, obviously I got music off, 5.1 surround sound, so I can hear footsteps all around me, and you know, dynamic range for the sound being wide. That's it. You don't have. There's no film grain. There's no motion blur or anything like that. Now we'll kick us into a game in the multiplayer. So we just played Strike for a bit of fun. we're going to do some flying. So Starfighter Assault. I'm not great at it, but I'm not worrying about it. It's a beta. It's there on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC for anybody to download and have a play and see if they like it. I mean, any of you guys downloaded it and played it? So sorry I missed the game mode. So I think it was there it is, Strike. It's just called Strike. Right now it's greyed out, so I don't know what is going on. Whether it's playing, because I wasn't watching what was going on. Yeah, so it's bombed out for whatever reason. Potentially to do with the good old NetDoomer. Server full. So looks like dedicated servers are full. I don't know if my sub is in a game or not. Or that means that the servers are already overloaded. So I don't know what that means. So I'm just turning off the geo filter so I don't have any issues whilst we play a beta. Or reducing complications, shall we say. There we go. So look, it looks like a key server got blocked. That's what was going on. We are going into a game. Good. So flying around is always challenging. So it's definitely challenging. I found here and there, and I don't know if it holds true for the game as a whole. I would expect it to play pretty well on a PC, but here and there it sort of did some frame rate drops and sort of like what was almost like mini lockups. So obviously I think it's like about a month or so until the game launches, so you'd expect it to be ironed out. Obviously I'd expect this to play on the Pro and the One X with no issues because they've got more horsepower, but yeah, we'll wait and see. Oh, we're still waiting to get into the game because it's like a countdown. And if you bring up scoreboard by pressing the scoreboard button like you would in COD, then you get to see what's going on behind the scenes. You can see you've got 9v9 there, but it's still doing a countdown. The other game mode, which I can't remember what it's called, which will play after this, which is effectively like Rush, where you have to progress along a line effectively into the palace. For any of you guys who've seen some of the footage before, that game mode I tried first and didn't like so much because I didn't know what exactly to do, you know. So I think if they have like little tutorial videos like they do with Battlefield 1 to say this is what this game mode's about, that will certainly help. I believe some of the progression that you make during the beta carries on into the real game. Right, so it defaults into third person, but I am when I was younger, when I was a lad, we played like X-Wing and stuff like that, and we would do it from this point of view. So I'm used to doing it from. Whoa! Yeah, tell me about it. That was close. So. And crash. Oh man. So you still have the wave mechanics. I guess it's good in some sense, but I mean in this type of mode, since you don't, and it keeps putting me into this, I don't want to go into that. I want to be in this way. I'll try not to make you guys sick. Those little circles you can see, they're just too far away. Oh, there was a dude. Somebody else is blowing up. And it's like there's no mini map. Oh dear. Fatal collision detected. All right. So I wish there was the mini-map zoomy that I could do on Battlefield 1, because the mini-map for me in the left-hand corner is still too small. for me personally, because I'm not used to looking down there.
Our defenses have sustained heavy damage. They can't take.
And you try to figure out. Oh, I think I'm. Whoa. So I don't know if these things that we're attacking are like automatic, you know, or that's, I mean, like AI, and I'm gonna die. I just don't know. But the control, the way that the sticks move and the responsiveness just doesn't feel what I'm used to. So that's what's making it more challenging for me to play. And you see what I mean? Even though I've got first person selected, it still wants me to put me in third person. And even though you can see a lot more of what's going on in the universe, so to speak.
The shield generators must be protected.
And I'm dead. Fire photon torpedoes or whatever it is in this universe. So I'll probably go back and play with the interceptor. But I find it more intuitive to play from inside the cockpit. Because that just feels more intuitive to me. But it's like, where's the mini-map, so to speak? And what am I shooting?
Y-wing bombers are getting through. They must be stopped.
Whoa! And there we go, crash again. So, you know, when you play something like this, it's a bit frustrating. It just doesn't seem intuitive. There's times I played earlier on this particular game mode. It seemed all fine. But not remembering which... And the thing that's not necessarily intuitive for me, but somebody's definitely a pro on our team shooting down these things, is doing the zooming... Ooh. Is doing the zooming, like aiming down sight whilst you're in the thing, and somebody's really on my tail shooting at me, and there's nothing I can do about it because I don't know where they are. And I'm dead. See, so somebody's just sitting on my backside and shooting at me, making it very challenging to play this particular game mode. There is no little mini-map giving me any idea of where I'm being shot from. I know I'm being shot from behind, but that's about all I do know. So I think if they have whoa, I'm gonna say blow up. If they had a actual tutorial and get so you know how to fly, you know, most space simulators out there have like a tutorial mode, so you get to grips with how to fly these vehicles and stuff. And it's like, come on, just put me inside the cockpit. And it doesn't. So that's my nag about it. And I think there's still some sort of like auto leveling going on, which really is frustrating because believe I had it turned off, but it appears to still be there. And I know this is probably this game mode at this point in time is a bit boring to watch because I'm got somebody who knows what they're doing on my backside, shooting the bejesus out of me. And I'm dead. So right now, if you said, am I enjoying it? Nope. Oh boy. Or I could be a bomber. Not enough point. And you have these things like battle. There's nowhere to spend any battle points or whatever the heck they're called. Star points or whatever. Yeah, they're battle points that you can earn. I don't know if it's you can only buy them from within the one game or it's a a collection of battle points you can bank up as a whole. Don't know, but it's like spending it and gambling. And maybe because it seems a bit like really too unresponsive in the wrong way. Because we've got somebody who's really good on the other side. So we're going to lose.
Time to part company.
Right, so I managed to blow somebody out. Woohoo! But I think we're so done for.
That should not have happened.
Generators down. The dock is unshielded. Intercept their X-wings. Failure is not an option.
My God. So it may all look cool when you see the trailers and stuff, but you can see this is extremely challenging game mode with no tips on how to play it.
Becoming non-functional.
Rebel Y-wings up on the docks. Eliminate them.
Oh,
A non-calamari battle cruiser has jumped out of hyperspace. We can't afford to engage it directly. Keep up defenses and hold for reinforcements. Rebel reinforcements have arrived. Y-wing bombers. Keep them from reaching the dock.
so it's oh.
Get out of there!
As you can see, I'm really struggling to play this. I've tried a variety of control schemes,
Destroyer while we bring them back online.
but I don't know what it is.
My anger. Feed my hate.
My mission is...
But the only way I can kill anything is via torpedoes. I did manage to shoot some stuff down earlier, but right now I'm just not feeling it
Shields are back
at all.
online. Prevent the rebels from disabling the power clamps.
See what I mean? I can get them with torpedoes. Go! Bang! So as soon as this game mode is over, we'll be back to traditional soldiers on the ground because I suck at this particular game mode.
Right on target.
So I'm going to quickly change it whilst I just, cruise on automatic, so to speak, and just fly into something. So I got it on Legacy. And maybe I'll dial down the oh, don't do that. Dial this down to similar. Maybe makes a difference, but it just feels so.
Wait, I'm moving it.
Shields down. Defend our destroyer while we repair the system.
Yeah, so there is something definitely going on with like automatic yeah, there's something going wrong, and obviously Ali's in the chat room, he's playing with me as well right now, and there is just, whilst I was shooting against that big cruiser, it was pushing me away. It was like aim assists on and stuff, and it's like no, and I've turned off I've turned on like advanced flight, so it should give me all the controls, but it's doing stuff. It's trying to fly the spaceship for me, and there's weird stuff going on. I'm trying to watch my language. So I default it back to 50%. That's what it starts out at. And I will go and put the Starfighter onto the default layout, but it just feels I'm struggling with it. I'm fighting the controller, and something strange is going on. Makes it not great.
The Star Destroyer's reactor is on the brink of failure. Now
So right there, right there, and there, it's, and we lost. So when I said there and there, and you saw me like auto roll and rotate, it's like the advanced centering mechanism is still on rather than disabled and off. The auto centering, it's pushing me around all over the place. So it feels like it's a very broken game mode to me on the console anyway. So I'll pull out of that one and we'll go straight into an ordinary boots on the ground almost type of gameplay, which is like Rush, and I can't remember what the heck they call it, but yes, it's more traditional and be much more watchable compared to that previous flying around the sky, just being bested on. Right, where are we? There we go. So multiplayer, Galactic Assault is what it's called. Yeah, so depending on which side you're on, you got either initially at the beginning of the game, basically storm the palace, so to speak, but you need to get to the iron disruptor guns that people can pick up. There's 2 of them that will shoot down your big cruiser, well, I say cruiser, whatever the thing is that's got all the droids in, and they appear on the mini map. I say the mini map, they appear on the screen. You know, you'll see them like flags, so you know where they are. So when I was on the other side for the very first few games, I didn't know what was going on. So they know where you are, and where they are. So yeah, but it's like Rush. So you got it. If you blast that droid carrying ship that's on the ground, so to speak, then it won't get into the palace and that's it. But pretty much the majority of the time, everybody's got into the throne room and won the game every single time, pretty much. So we'll wait and see how it goes. That's why I was enjoying Strike quite a bit. So I'm wondering what the other 2 game modes are going to be like that are not here. Obviously I haven't been mucking about too much with star cards at this point in time. Well, I've unlocked one now, so I can do something with these, whatever they do, to be honest, because I don't really know. Smart iron grenade. Improved version of visual abilities when you defeat an enemy. Don't know what that does. Right, we'll have that then, shall we? So we got a better grenade than we did before. I hope so anyway. So we're waiting for some more players. And hopefully it'll be much more enjoyable to watch. Just seems a bit painful to get into new games initially. So have any of you else downloaded this beta and given it a go? Wow. So people just backing out of this particular lobby. You can see it straight off. So I'm gonna quit. Everybody's just backing out saying nah, nah. It's like a classic COD lobby, except you can't see it because it's not visible on the screen, and everybody's going, nah, it's not this map, we're backing out. I don't know why it just doesn't take you back to the multiplayer screen, but hey, there we go. It's still greyed out at the moment. There we go. And we'll try again. This Galactic Assault game mode is definitely like a more traditional Battlefield style game mode for sure. And I'm hoping we're actually going to get into a game this time. It's looking more promising because we're not sitting in a lobby yet. And now we're in a lobby, but it's populated much more quickly, so that's good news. So we should be into a game. But it's a little frustrating that you've got to bring up a scoreboard like that just to see what the heck's going on. Right, so I think it's 16 versus 16. So, oh, or is it even more because it's got more on that side? Alright, here we go. Get ready. So this is the game mode that I've predominantly seen frame rate drops on and stuff, and snipers generally have like the sniper glint type thing, so you can see them. Oh. So we got bouncing bunnies at the moment. So I played this mode on third person before, and thought, you know, because it was so big, that I felt third-person mode was good to go, but I will try first-person mode for a bit, and then I'll switch back to third-person if I continue to struggle. But the thing is, although when I can spot and feel the frame drops, they tend not to be apparent in videos, you know, from a streaming perspective and all that jazz. You just... the encoding seems to somehow get rid of it, unless it's... Come on. So it looks like I got hit the X button several times to break free from that type of grenade or whatever it was. So it's a bit of a voyage of discovery right now of what's going on. So you can see the little like red padlock, so I'm closer to one this side. And I am going to switch to the third person for a second. Because they should be like running to one of those. Because these are the things that can take down the big vehicle that we're effectively storming with. And then... but they're not doing that, so they're obviously on the other side. So, I mean, I'd have to say that the robot voices are a little annoying, a little bit. In some senses, they're a bit funny here and there. But obviously, they're keeping to the theme.
Our forces have reached the first waypoint.
Right, we'll try back to first person mode. But I can't, this particular one, I can't aim down sight or, you know, the scope. I got used to aiming down the scope on the other one. And here, there is no scope, so to speak. It's like I'm almost still in third person mode. It's very, very bizarre. Don't know who I'm being shot by.
MTT reporting subsystem failure.
Right, so you see that there's the disruptor. Whoa, where the heck am I getting shot from? Right, smack bang there, I didn't even see him. And that's why earlier, hi Master Shinobi, how are you doing? You're getting to see how badly Sim plays this particular game. I found for this map earlier that playing in third person gives me better situational awareness. When I'm in close quarters, except when you've got people sitting at the back of the map like that, and they've obviously, you know, had they pre-ordered it, so they've been playing it for the past 2 or 3 days and ranked up. So, you know, you're at a disadvantage initially because they know the maps and they've ranked up and boosted stuff. And no. Oh. So I also think with these third person views, at times you just end up, yeah, you can see it there. Even though that you got 2 crosshairs, so you can't. You just can't shoot people, if that makes sense, because you're shooting at cover. Oh no, I saw him too late. Saw him too late. Yeah. Oh dear. I need more caffeine. Need more caffeine. So I'm gonna try playing as a heavy because I'm doing so well. Oh man.
MTT has reached waypoint 2. Further attacks must be intercepted.
But you've still got like Mr. Jetpacks on the other side, you know? I can't jetpack, but he can jetpack. Yay, I got a kill. Woo! I got a kill. But it does feel very there's a lot of there's definitely input delay. For sure. Now I don't know if you're in like this yellow, orange circle, whatever it is, that you get extra points, because there was a little circle. You see the little circle there? Sort of, and it's disappeared again.
No more errors. Do not let the clones fire again.
I don't know. I'm being... So these guys could probably got the iron disruptor this side, on the left hand side.
System damage to the MTT. Grenade armed.
Increase protective measures.
And I'm dead. Yeah, I'm not really a third person, obviously, because I'm, you know, traditionally more of a first person shooter. But I think the game engine for Star Wars Battlefront has predominantly been geared up for third person.
Transport is taking damage.
That's what I personally think. And I'm dead. By a superhero! No! Oh boy.
Roger, roger.
Roger, roger. Hmm.
MTT targeting weapons.
Droid unit deploying.
Well, we've reached the destination, so that means that we're going to be going into the palace now. And we've gained some people tickets, I guess, as I would know it.
The MTT is in position. Clear the area of clone resistance and prepare for phase 2. The palace throne room has been sealed. All units proceed inside and override the door control systems.
Grenade prime.
So what I'm curious to know is what the orange circle thing is meant to indicate. And you see, for those of you who just joined, that I turned off aim assist. Just because there seems to be like an input lag, and that's the best way I could counter for close range, just getting out of explosives and stuff.
Door controls located. Running override.
Increase efforts. Limited time remaining.
So naturally there's a cooldown. He's got a sniper at the other end.
Transfer of these door controls completing shortly.
Right, so I'm going to try and push this way. Whoa, right. Oh, that's an enemy, man. What's confusing at times when you see like you know, stormtroopers versus robots, they're both sides of evil, right? So sometimes it just doesn't cotton on that they're bad. They're the enemy, you know. Which ones are the enemies? You know, and we lost. Which. But so far, I can see if we stay in and it switches us to the other side. I have preferred and enjoyed the strike mode the most. Out of these three modes so far, because the other two modes aren't available. There is a co-op type arcadey game mode, but it's just like trying to kill as many enemies as you can within a certain timer. So yeah, doesn't do much for me. I mean, graphically it all looks nice and pretty and stuff, but the thing at the moment, yeah, Nanny's agreeing with me that strike mode is the most fun, but I want to see if we can stay in to switch to the other side, so that we are the stormtroopers now, so we're defending the palace, just so it gives you guys the an idea of how the game plays. But strike is my most favourite game mode out of the lot so far. But on this particular game mode is when I've seen frame rate drops and stuff, and it stutter here and there, and it's nothing to do with the hard drive that it's running off of or anything like that. It's something to do with the game mechanics, and I think, well, not the game mechanics, but technically the game itself. And typically I think it's also related to do with servers, because I got killed in the way when it like frame rate just stuttered and everything, and just went slow-mo and you couldn't move, you just suddenly died. It's the server netcode type thing to me.
Just in time. Local forces have
I'd love to know what this little
now there's heavy landing armored MPTs loaded with battle drones. Best bet, stop the advancing MPT.
There you go, see, I got killed somebody from that sort of distance. Hey Spades, welcome to the stream. So I think sometimes, obviously, just like any other the shooters, the type of gun you're using makes a bit of a difference. Less so in this one. See, in this particular mode, it spawned me in as first person by default. He was a free kill. Whoop. So I'm running up this way because you can see like the blue. Heck, the pickup, you see? Oh dear, I'm just trying to point out to you guys. So there's a disruptor, in other words, a big gun, two of them on each side of the map that we wanted to get hold of this time round, so we can shoot down their ship before it gets anywhere near the palace. So depending on what side of the map we spawn, it's a classic, right? I can't. Oh, I can't get there. I was thinking, I can't get there, man. I can't get there. Oh, he got me. It was like I was dead before he even stepped around the corner. Let me know if you agree there. The spawn delay. Oh my mamma mia, man. So at the moment I've only been... See, so I'm on the wrong side now, so I'm going to go this side because you can see the meters. Just typical Battlefield what's-its, yeah? So I want to... And the other thing I have noticed, and I don't know if you spotted it. Shoot one, get shot from somewhere else. The texture draw distance is very not far. You see it popping up at a reasonable distance. I mean, sort of like that sort of distance, you just sort of pop up. So, I don't know. It just doesn't feel as optimized and tweaked for the console. I can't comment on the PS4. I've only played it on the Xbox, but it doesn't feel tweaked. Trying to get to the disruptor, like, did he just get blasted? Where is that? There you go, I can kill. I'm just don't have familiarity with the maps for a second. Oh, the disruptors move. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, am I being shot from front and behind? No, just behind, I think. Right, let's go for spawners and there's a heavy, shall we? Right, so I really want to get to the... Oh, so you've got the disruptor, so we want to defend him. Right, I saw them trying to run around this side. So our disruptor's down, so we need to pick it up. But I think... Oh, no. So you got to be on it and you got to hold the X button down for like, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds while you're out in the open and die. There's just a bit of a learning pain at the moment, really. But once we finish this round, I think we'll go back to strike, because that was a lot more fun. A lot more intuitive. Unfortunately, I don't think... Right, we just got to make sure we don't get flanked from over here. So I don't know if that's because my teammate got in the way. I actually haven't used a VPN, so unfortunately, Rob, I can't recommend one. Right, so we're going to play as in first-person mode and give that a go. But I can feel with it stuttering I know it's a beta, but with it being about only a month away, I was expecting it to be a little bit more polished and tweaked. Yeah. So at the moment, this game feels like you just die a lot. It's more about it is meant to be more about objective, but I've come around from COD. Obviously, I used to play Battlefield a lot, but I don't know. So maybe when I play it on the PC tomorrow night, it will just feel much more polished. Now depends if I can do keyboard and mouse. It just doesn't feel polished at the moment. Let's give. My God, I don't know what the heck. Let's give this one a go.
Troop transport in critical condition. Just a little more.
So I think this is effectively a sniper. Like, I don't know. Ooh, got a little scopey. Whoa. Oh. Yeah.
MTT preparing to fire.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just not quite right. You know, what? Right, so we've lost at this. Well, I say at this point, we gotta defend.
All right, we hold back those droids long enough. We can get reinforcements. Drone room doors are sealed. Protect the control stations and keep the enemy out.
Ugh. I want to change. So I'm gonna go. Oh, I'll go for the heavy for a second, just because I think it's like an LMG. Hi, Aiden. How you doing? So you can see it looks graphically. This game looks really nice, but there's just something not quite right. It's input lag from controllers or something. I don't know. Oh, that's friendly. Everybody's just shooting at stuff. Anything that moves. If it moves, shoot it. Whoa, what the heck? That's like I don't know if that's, I say a Jedi, I should say a Sith ability that I suddenly just transported across the other side of the room and felt like I was having a lightsaber against me. That's how it felt. Do we need to get to the west door controls, which is the right hand side, which we just think we might have lost. You can see the lag there on the screen. I can anyway. I don't know if you guys can, because it's one of those things that doesn't always translate to screen, so to speak. Oh, he's a bit... That robot thing's a bit dangerous. Man, I'm dead. But when I've watched back gameplay in the past, when I've recorded it, like with my Elgato, and it said, "Oh, it's very laggy here, and the frames are dropping," you just the recording hardware just smooths out the frame rate drop issue somehow, and you don't see it. Don't ask me how, but it does happen. Right, need to protect this left door.
Losing control of the east station. Don't have much time.
So we've lost.
Fall back to the throne room.
Oh man.
With you, trooper. Stay together.
Right, so we're now onto the final bit, which is the throne room. We have to protect this at all costs, and every time I played this particular game mode, always lost it. But there's various routes to here. Yeah. Whoa. So I think we've only got like 8 lives left, and then we're lost. We're done. And we're into overtime. Woo! Man. If somebody asked me what I'd give this game out of 10, right at this point in time, the way it feels right this second, the beta, I'd give it a 5. Which is a real shame. But I think there's something fishy going on right now. It just... Ugh. When I played the strike mode, it's Xbox One. So when we play strike mode in a minute post this, it'll feel like a completely different game. Right now, I'm sure Ali will confirm, it feels like it's lagging, it's frame rate stuttering. It's just not, it's not playing well at all. Playing terrible. Wow, I don't know how we won.
Nicely done, boys. Nicely done.
But yeah.
I call this a victory.
And it looks like the dedicated servers in Germany that we're playing on right now. But yeah. So we're going to come out of this and we're going to play Strike, which is much more entertaining, much more playable. So yeah, 3 game modes and only one of them is enjoyable. Now obviously DICE And EA are normally pretty damn good at fixing their games and addressing issues. So I don't have a confidence issue in them not addressing it. It's just how much time it's going to take to get them addressing it, and when there's frame rate dropping and stuff. It could be just server issues right now, because it's an open beta right now. The game could have gone from really playable in a closed beta for those who pre-ordered it to like not so playable now, if you get what I'm saying. It's like, you know, same with Call of Duty, right? You know, closed beta, it's all fine, and then as soon as it went open beta, it just played terrible. Just waiting for that to go yellow so I can actually, or white shall I say, so I can hit the play, because it's thinking about it. Come on. So yeah, it doesn't feel polished on the console. Still waiting for it to go, and I might just bring it out. Just come on, game, behave yourself. As I mentioned earlier, the GUI seems to be a little bit suspect right now, and for whatever reason right now I can't get us into another game at all. It won't do it. If I do arcade for a second, having not done it since there's two of us in the party, let's just see if. Oh no, it's not even across the network. It's two on the same console. So Ali was saying he would only give it a 4 out of 10. The bit that I'd be looking forward to personally is the campaign. The campaign is what I'm looking forward to, but at the moment this game isn't letting me do anything. I can't. I might have to quit the game, which is annoying, because I can't get us into multiplayer. It's just grayed out, which is annoying. Right, so I'm just going to black the screen so I can quit the game, because I think it's completely just got itself confused. And then I'll relaunch the game, get Ali back in to the game, because it's not wanting to play a game. So this is what, day 3 or day 4 of the beta itself. Hi Raf, how's it going? That's how it's sort of going with this game. There's one game mode that I like a lot. Ali is gaming with me. He enjoys the same game mode. Everything else is feeling not right. The Starfighter game mode, which is basically flying your spaceships around in space and shooting and protecting objectives and all that jazz, feels definitely broken. It's pushing you away from what you're trying to do. Very, very strange. And the big battle, which is effectively like Rush, and they call it something else, and I can't remember what the game mode is called right now. There's me thinking it would just keep loading into the game. I've got to keep pressing the A button to get it to skip past, and it just went completely doolally. And because it said I'm just going to invite Ali into the game, because I'm hoping he's restarted his game too. Right, the invite's been sent, and then I'll make the screen unblack in a second once I've done all of this jazz. Right, you should have the invite, Ali. And he's in. Right, and I can make the screen visible again. The fun. But obviously I just want to protect all my other friends who appear on the friends list and all that jazz. So, we will try playing. Come on, here we go. It's in white now. See what I mean? It just wasn't there a second ago, so I couldn't search for a game. Yeah, up to, you know, up to this point, I was pretty much going, yeah, I'm going to pre-order this game. I'm looking forward to it. Having played the open beta now on the Xbox, I'm going, I don't know. The single player campaign is the thing that's got me the most interested. The strike mode I really like. The space fighting mode seems to be not right. That seems to be broken. It's like pushing you away from what you're trying to do, and it's like you're fighting with the controls. Not good. And so we got to protect the artifact and what I call here the kitchen, because it's like the fire. So I've nicknamed this the kitchen, even if it's got a proper name. And the other game mode you just saw us play a second ago. What's this? It's one of ours, right? Yeah, it is. Why are you all the way over here? So, yeah, I'm just making sure. So it's like an 8v8. So I guess it's less tax on the servers and stuff. But they are trying to flank around from the right-hand side, by I think, by the looks of things. Can I go around this way? Yeah, so this is one of the little back entrances. And it seemed a bit iffy there on the No, I wouldn't say you should buy it for a single player only.
Let's go.
I'm just hoping that the beta improves itself.
First order has the package.
Because right now it's not playing well on the Xbox.
Enemy carrier down.
Now, prior to the live stream, you know, early in the day, I played this solo, and I don't know whether both Ali and I are being screwed for playing in a party. I don't know. It's something to bear in mind that I'm not playing the multiplayer solo. I'm partied up. Could it have an influence on the game? Possibly. So, oh, where am I being shot from? Oh, see, I'm going blind. I'm going blind. I'm dead. So, yeah. So what I'm going to hope to do tomorrow is try and do a stream on PC with a keyboard and mouse. Having not gamed with keyboard and mouse for many, many years. I'll say decade, at least over a decade. And see how badly I can do, because I can't do any worse than this. Well, maybe I can, but the But, you know, I believe that this game was pretty much developed for the PC, right? So, it should play the best on the PC.
Package is on the ground. Keep an eye on it.
Right, so I killed the main dude, so they're going to have to hover over it for about 10 seconds or so to pick it up. And now they're going to make a getaway, and we're done for. So there's this we don't want them to get to this point. Oh, it looks like somebody took them down, which is good. I saw somebody. There. No, I just wanted to be there, so.
Package is secure.
So there's times when I felt I completely gelled with this game, and tonight I'm not feeling it not feeling so gelled with it. It could be because there's a lot more people on. It's night time and the servers are more stressed. Could be. Oh, that's a friendly.
They've taken the package.
Surround that area.
Like, where are they? They are they?
First order has the package.
Okay. So he's running that way. I've got to learn how to do this rolling. Because some of these dudes do this like rolling stuff. And I accidentally did it just a moment ago or earlier. Ugh. I think I got a sneaky feeling, to be honest, that it's the servers are overloaded, because earlier it was playing beautiful, but right now, you know, watching gameplay like this, or even playing it like this, you go, nah, sorry, you've lost my money, you know. But you know, that's how it feels right this moment. It's like, I was so going to buy this game, and yeah, I'm really not sure about it right now, because come on, just pop your head. There we go, thank you. And he's got a little shieldy and I'm dead. Yeah, I think personally it's got down to server overload. When we were playing earlier, as Ali said, it's just got so much worse. But we had a problem playing game earlier on, so I switched off the Net Doomers geo filter. So
Enemy forces picked up the package.
it might be worth switching that back on for like the final game, and go from there. Ooh, he's running really round the back here.
First order carrier is down.
You've got to be, I say, near it. Whoa, what the hell was that? Come on, teammates, kill him, kill him, kill him.
The first order has picked up the package.
Jeez.
By your side.
So just like Battlefield, is definitely team play required. And you just can't be a one-off, win the game solo, you know? Nope, that's friendly. I don't quite know what the zone of the capture or defend sort of thing is. Oh. Oh, it's like, where is he? And there he is. Hi Mark, how you doing?
Retrieve the package.
It'd be interesting to see what Twitter's saying about this game and how well it's playing. And whether people are complaining about it, saying it plays not very well.
They took the package.
Well, I thought it had gone all the way back into the thing. Ugh. And I'm dead, man. I'm dead. Okay, Raph, thanks for checking in. See you later.
Let's go. I got your back.
So yeah, post this game, we're going to pull us out and switch the NetDoomer back on and see if it plays a lot better. Or makes hardly any difference, because obviously if it's server overload, that's it. It's server overload, and there's nothing you can do about it. Got to watch for up there because they can shoot down.
Package returned. Now try another assault.
Throwing grenade. The package has been picked up by enemy troops.
Right. So I'm running straight into the nest, so to speak. Because I like to flank. Oh, no. Get back into the... I flanked a little bit too much.
Package on the ground. Secure it.
And I'm dead. Is Battlefield 1 having bad lag issues as well right now? Or maybe they're served... Maybe what it is that this game is on the same server set. So you've got your data centers for your gaming servers, and Battlefield 1 and this Star Wars is on the same same servers, and they're just overloaded, and I'm looking for an enemy because I saw one. I think that was a kill. Purely because I saw like a red. Ugh.
They're stealing the package.
See?
The package has been
Rocket jumping whatsits. Rrr. I haven't been around here actually. So there's just no way I'm gonna kill them in the air like that. Not with a controller. Just no way. Oh, when I run out of bullets, so to speak. I just don't want to get too sidetracked. See, this rocket boosting dude is really annoying me, and we won.
They're turning tail. We got it. The artifact is safe.
Man, oh man. Yeah, so I'm going to pull us out of this lobby, and then I'm going to switch on the new the NetDoomer's geofilter. And we'll give it one more game, and probably call it a night. For my own sanity. And yours, I suspect. Oh boy. Right, so I'll wait for it to do its stuff, make sure the party sorts itself out. Yeah. So there's US connections and stuff going on that I can see. There's probably a server that says it's US and not US, I suspect. I'm just going to quickly ping it, because it's probably the wrong place. And I have to like press the bumper button just because when it comes out of the game, you don't know what you've got no yellow highlighting or anything, so your controls are all over the place. I'm just going to open one of these little crates. So same kind of deal. Yeah, so the American server is not an American server because it's about 23 milliseconds. So supply drops, you know, you're going to get them in any kind of game. And you can open them up individually, which feels a bit more interesting. Because normally they say something or whatever. Right, so I'm going to put the geo filter on. We're on the Xbox. Haven't got the geo filter too small. Don't want to do it too small because that'll kill me. Yeah, I think we did. So how we won is that they didn't get they ran out of tickets in the true Battlefield sense, and they didn't get to take the artifact to the spaceship and fly away. So that's how we won. Right, let's try a strike. So I've got my Duma geofilter switched on now, and I'm hoping, you know, so it's not just covering UK, it's covering a little bit of Europe as well, you know, France, Germany, and some of the other countries. And we'll see if it plays any better. But my gut feeling right now is it's late at night, and if you're telling me the Battlefield 1 servers are playing bad right now, then oh, here we go. I only got grayed out controls and stuff, so I got a sneaky feeling. Yeah. It's just not gonna do it. So I might end up calling it a day there, unless it's going to behave itself because I just turned the geofilter off and it's gone all white again. What might do if it's joining a game is then once it joins, turn on the geofilter. No, it hasn't. Yes, it has. No, it hasn't. I don't know. But yeah. Still waiting because we've still got a spinning screen. Right, so we are in. Looks like we're on an island dedicated server. I'm going to switch the geofilter on. It probably won't make any difference whatsoever because it's only controlling the server that we connect to. But you notice there on the screen, because I can see the replay, so to speak, you know, the 20-second delay, that it was like partially white at the top of the screen with black, and it was just thinking about loading and transitioning onto the next screen. So oh boy. So earlier today I would have said strike mode is definitely my favourite game mode, and it played relatively well. I'm hoping that the issues that we're experiencing right now is just down to servers, and that's it.
The First Order got wind of an artifact here in Takodana, and they're sure to do everything they can to get it. Protect the package and do not let it reach the extraction point.
Oops, it is. Oh, that's friendly. I gotta remember I'm shooting stormtroopers now. Whoa! That felt like lag. Because it's not even, because of this rock, it's forcing me out of ADSing. Right, I'm getting out of this position purely because
They've taken the package.
yeah, I thought they were going to flank. Can't go out that way. Everybody was all on one side of the map.
Check your objective.
These guys are oblivious.
On the ground, secure it!
Oh, I got shot in the back. You can call me oblivious now. Oh boy.
Let's go.
They took the package.
Right.
Grenade out!
First order carrier is down.
Where are they? So I really wish I could blow up the mini map and make it larger.
Grenade out!
Oh, and I'm dead. I got stuck in furniture, as I call it. I couldn't move.
Carrier, now.
Urgh.
Sticking with you.
Man.
Surround that area.
How do you do the roll?
Throwing grenade! Package recovered!
Oh, and I'm dead. I tried to throw a grenade and I didn't quite have one recharging. It wasn't quite fully there. I'm trying to figure out how they do the roll.
Has the package.
Well, I have no idea. Oof. Was there another dude there? No, it wasn't my imagination.
Carrier down! The package is on the ground! Got a present for you!
I just like the way that they oh goodness gracious me. I can see the flame, that's all I can see.
Package secured.
Oh, that little so-and-so who can just like boost out the way and fly across the Huh, I'm off the map here, but I'm not off the map. You see what I mean? I'm in the grey zone. I should be like, get back to your territory. So maybe they've mucked it up and there's got a bit of a
The first order has picked up the package!
Oh no, that's can't. No, they got. No, it's a bit of a. Must be a bug. Not good, but there we go. Brrr.
Package is moving. We have to intercept.
Let's go.
Obviously, all shooters require skill. But yeah, sometimes the connection style issues.
Package is in the open. Secure it now.
You know, there you go. There's me proving that. Go on, grenade, go and get it. Whilst I reload. Somebody else kill him. Close. Connection at times can be that sort of like, may the force be with you, and certainly at times it's definitely not. Definitely not at the moment.
The package has been dropped.
So there's a lot of texture popping and all this sort of jazz going on, and things I can see. I guess some spawn locations are more guessable.
Let's go.
Where I just walk straight into a... There he goes again.
Package is on the ground.
Right, so you can shoot through those puppies, those shields and stuff. Oh. Wow.
I got your back. By your side.
They're stealing the package.
Right, so the package was over there. Whoa. They're all around us because I can see the red little... Nope.
I'm with you.
They've reached the extraction point. It's
And they
too
got...
late.
Yeah.
Whatever they wanted with that thing, they have it now.
Oh. Yeah, so with the game, the way it's playing right now, I mean, Ali's in the chat room. Would you agree? Just didn't feel right connection-wise. I mean, you being one bullet killed or whatever equivalently, and you were just putting a load of bullets into them, and they just weren't going down. It feels very unbalanced and stuff. It just doesn't feel right. So it feels like a completely different game compared to how it was playing earlier today. So it could be purely down to servers and stuff, but yeah, definitely not fun. So the whole me pre-ordering it, and I was going to, I don't know anymore. Seriously, don't know. So it's going to be interesting to see if EA go and put something out to say that they're working on the playability of the game, because right now, nah. But to be honest, I've had the same sort of feeling in Battlefield 1 when I played the beta there and said it's got a load of BS in it. And they fixed it, so I don't know. You know, I guess I was on the fence to pre-order it, and now I'm clearly off the fence. I think to now I'll wait for it to go on special offer so I can play the campaign. That's how it's feeling right now, which is a bit of a disappointment. But I'm going to try and play it on the PC tomorrow. Try and play it keyboard and mouse. This is where it should really shine because it was developed on the PC, as far as I know. DICE games are typically developed on PC first, consoles are last. And see how it plays on that. And it could play a lot better. And maybe by Sunday it's playing much better on the Xbox. Don't know. But I think I'm going to leave the stream there, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do appreciate it, especially while you see me just endlessly die, and it gives you a flavour of the game. My God. Yeah. So yeah, EA really has to get their fingers out. PDQ, because public beta and all that sort of jazz, they need to sort it out pretty quickly, because otherwise they will lose potential pre-orders. Yes, thanks very much, Ali. So it's the first time we got the game with a sub on stream, and that was cool. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in, and until next time, this has been Sim.